Hello Sagittarius, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is for the overall month of April. So we're at the end of the month. I do these readings, if you're brand new here by the way, I do these readings once a month for all the signs, close to the end of the month, usually the last week, and then we're going to look into the following month in overview. It is a general overview, keep that in mind. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Not everybody's at the same point in their life. When I read this, it might be specific for some of you and not resonate for any of you at all. Take it as it resonates, as it does for you, please. Don't try and make it fit. Sagittarius, if you are the ride or die and you're always back here, thank you so much. You guys are growing this tribe like mad. It is growing so fast. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate all your thumbs up. It sends all of the other Sagittariuses running, puts it back into the algorithm, and we find our tribe. Thank you. Let's find out what's going on for Sagittarius. This is the overall energy for the month of April. This is the vibe for the overall monthly energy here. We do have the throat chakra. It is a month of you speaking up. That's what it feels like here. Your people are going to be speaking up around you and you're going to follow suit. We've got stand your ground. Wow. Okay, so that's some pretty powerful energy going into the month of April. You know, I feel like for some of you, maybe you've been affected, like quite affected by all of this stuff that's going on. Even though it's not going on directly in your sign, we're all affected by the eclipses and the full moons and the new moons and the retrograded energies, right? So I feel like you're standing your ground. It almost feels like you've powered up at this point. So it feels like in April, you're feeling like you can stand your ground. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to stand my ground. I got some boundaries. And you feel like you're powered up again, that you're strong. This particular deck is going to be for something that's kind of out of your control in the month of April, something that you don't have control over in Sag. If you can't control it, then it should be out of your mind. Give it to the universe. Let the universe take control of it. Something here that you really don't have control over. Tell me what it is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. We have hidden motivations. So you know what? I feel like there's hidden motivations, but I don't think you're the one with the hidden motivations. I think someone has hidden motivations with you. I feel like it could be the universe for sure. But as we sit here looking at this, we see that the hidden motivation is happiness, right? It's like the third eye is open. We've got blue here, right? The throat chakra. Somebody is about to speak out. And when the curtains part, happiness shows up. Somebody's holding their heart. And this person is smiling. So I feel like it's good hidden motivations. You don't have control over this, so it feels like it's not with you. It's with somebody else. Bottom of the deck here, we have taking steps. That's an ascension to me. Somebody is going up the stairs. They have a pink dress, which means they've been getting downloads, and they're going towards some sort of abundance, it looks like here. All right, this deck is going to be for finances. We're going to touch on the finances a bit, see what's coming up financially for you, Sag. Tell me about finances for Sagittarius, please. Finances. We've got receive. Well, it looks like, you know what? We've got fish and water. Water and fish is money, is what it is. And so it feels like it's something that's been in your dreams. I'm just looking at the fish and they're sort of coming through the window and going over the bed. It feels like it's something you've been dreaming about. You're receiving something that I think is financially, it's going to be financially fulfilling. It may even help you buy a house or maybe buy a new bedroom suite, possibly. Bottom of the deck, we have request. So maybe you've made a request. So maybe you've asked for a mortgage or for a loan, a personal loan. Maybe you want to travel with a personal loan. Maybe you want to buy a car. It feels like that you will be receiving, you will have that request fulfilled here is what it looks like. This last deck here I have reserved for love. So could be platonic or romantic. We'll see what that is when we get the tarot on it. But we'll talk about love. Tell me about Sagittarius. Tell me about love for Sag. Tell me about Sag. We've got not for you. Very interesting. We've got time for a nap. Let's find out why it's not for you. Something here is like, nope, it's not for me. Keep reminded that we are in Mercury retrograde right now. It is card number 6. It could be a past love. Something that you have realized that is not for you. It's almost like we're in a standoff. Like it feels like with these, we've got chess pieces, right? Different colors here. And it feels like we're sort of in a standoff. There is a fortune cookie here, and the note here says nope, is what it says here. And it says not for you. So maybe something you've already decided that you don't want in your life. Tell me more about this. Okay, there's an awakening here. Awakening of a past life connection. So for some of you, it could mean that a past life connection is going to show up. For others of you, it could be a past life connection that is showing up again. Do you know what I mean? So we've got expansion. So for those of you who have been waiting for a past life connection to have an awakening about you, I feel like that's what's going on here. But we do have the card under here for some of you that says that you're essentially not interested, right? That it's not for you. So maybe some of you don't really care how much this person has awakened, that you're not really going to have anything to do with them again. This could be new, or this could be old. I guess we'll see, right? We'll look at the tarot, find out what's going on here. Let's pull some tarot. Let's talk about it, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Sagittarius, if you're interested in a private read, private reads are open. Please in the pinned comment if you are interested in booking your private read, or just to look at my prices. You could do that as well. All right. Tell me about Sagittarius and this throat chakra. Tell me about the throat chakra, please. We have the Three of Swords and the Page of Wands. So it does feel like there is possibly communication coming in for you here from somebody who I feel disappointed you, broke your heart. Possibly. We got the Three of Swords here. It feels like there's a little bit of heat between you and somebody else, and I don't mean the good kind. It feels like the Page of Wands is incoming communication that is passionate, and I feel like this person may have broken your heart in the past, possibly, or did something that disappointed you for sure. It doesn't have to be in a love respect. It could be an old friend, someone that you would have called your friend in the past, maybe someone you've already put behind the boundaries. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. You haven't heard from this person in a while. It feels like there probably was some sort of a confrontation, or that you're holding back from this person because they took too long to maybe text you back. They took too long to communicate with you again. They took too long to make a decision about whether or not they were investing in the friendship, in the love ship. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So it could be that it was, for some of you, it could have been an emotional connection, like a love connection. For others of you, Pentacles tells me it could be a partnership. So it could be maybe you offered somebody work and they never got back to you, or you texted them and they never got back to you. So it does feel like with this Knight of Pentacles here, that something here took a really long time. Someone that maybe you guys stopped talking because that person just never answered back, and you never pursued it. And so it feels like this Five of Wands is like there's indecision here. Now I think that you're not going to hold back. I feel like you've put the boundary up already, that this person is really far in your past, and whether they are a friendship or a member of the family or someone you had been romantically entangled with, I feel like your throat chakra's open. This time, if they come at you, you're going to say, look, you took too long to get back to me. You don't get to put me on the back burner. That's not the way stuff goes down for Sagittarius. And it feels like that you held back. I feel like this person wanted to communicate with you, and they come in thinking they're going to get some sort of victory with you. It feels like they're coming back home, or you feel like they're home, and you're like, no, thank you. You took too long to get back to me, and no thank you. And I don't mean they took 3 days. I mean that they took months, maybe even a year, right? We've got the Death card. I feel like you are in the overall energy for the month is, and it's in relationships in general, I feel. Whether it doesn't matter what's attached to them, whether it's romantic love or platonic love or friendship, it feels like you're just about to tune people in, Sag. You're about to be really honest with people and say, you know what, you just don't get to do this to me anymore because it's done. I feel like you used to be worried about who was who is going to like you, who is not going to like you. And I think that that time is over. I feel like you stepped into your Emperor shoes and you're like, nope, no thank you. I've moved on already. The Six of Swords is here. I've moved on already onto a new cycle, which is the Fool, which is also on the bottom of the deck. And I don't really need what you're offering here. All right. Something that's out of your control. Somebody has hidden motivations for you, but they are good motivations, like hiding something good, happy. Tell me, what is it that Sag cannot see? These hidden motivations that are out of Sag's control for the month of April. Tell me about this. We've got the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands. Wow, okay. Look, we have a theme going here. It does feel like that there is somebody who has intentions for you. We've got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We also have the Page of Pentacles. It does look like it possibly is some sort of a love opportunity here. Somebody that you feel very, very connected to. Somebody who you might consider to be a soulmate, or maybe you've only talked to them a few times and you're like, why are we the same? Like, why do we have such a great connection? And I feel like you do have a great connection with them here. We do have the Queen of Swords. So I think that somebody's about to speak up or to liberate themselves and say something is what it feels like here. And we do have the Two of Cups. You know, I feel like this Two of Cups is telling me that it might be someone that maybe the last time you saw them, you gave them a hug. Like maybe you don't know them all that well, but it feels like maybe you felt inclined to give them a hug. And when you do that, sometimes you imprint on each other, especially if you are soulmates, right? So it feels like that maybe you haven't seen this person in a while or heard from them in a while. I feel like this person has hidden motivations, that something's going on behind the scenes. Maybe they're coming to terms with how they feel about you, but we do have the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. It feels like somebody wants to pursue love. And so I feel like somebody does have some really good intentions or motivations that you can't see right now because your third eye is not available enough to see it. And so it feels like it's not open in that direction. I would say that maybe you've already decided, they probably don't have any interest in me. It feels like this hidden motivation is somebody is holding their heart. So I feel like somebody really, their motivation is to maybe speak up here. We do have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords. It feels like there is going to be movement in terms of passion. We have the King and the Queen of Wands here. So I feel like your person is about to show up here. And it's nothing that you have control over. It does feel like an imprint. The last time we hugged each other, yeah, it feels like it was maybe one of those long, intense hugs. And it feels like maybe it's not necessarily someone that you know all that well. It feels, though, that you have a connection with them. It does feel like this person walked away feeling romantic about you. And it does feel like they probably are coming back to pursue because you're attracting them. You're not only very attracted to them and they're very attracted to you, but you're attracting them with your energy. So I feel like somebody here is now holding this Ace of Wands, ready to go on this new path in love. We have 2, 3, 4 cups. This person right now is in a comfort zone. So they're not necessarily ready to move at this moment. It might be more to the middle of April, possibly, maybe the end of April. But it feels like somebody here needs to get out of their head and take some action. So I feel like somebody's feeling sort of chaotic about how they feel about you because maybe it's too soon. Like they feel connected to you and maybe it feels to them too soon, or maybe it feels to you it's too soon, or they might think you feel it's too soon. But I feel like you two are mirroring each other. So it feels like when you're with this person, even if you don't know them very well, it's like we have this great conversation like no one else is in the room. That's what it feels like here. We do have the Six of Cups. Yeah, I already went through that. Six of Cups and King of Cups. It does feel like it is somebody who's ready for love, by the way, because the King of Cups is here. But it's somebody who also has feelings and hasn't shown them on the surface. All right, let's talk about money. You're about to receive money from making some sort of a request. So, hey, you owe me money. Are you paying me back? Or maybe you have applied for a mortgage or applied for a loan of some sort. Tell me about receive here. But I feel like you will be receiving money of sorts. Tell me about this. We do have the 8 of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess, and we have the 10 of Wands. So I feel that waiting for this to be received has been a little heavy. I feel like your intuition is telling you that you know that something is about to show up. I want to say that you really have been working hard. You've been working hard on something. You've been very patient. You've been waiting. Your intuition is telling you, just be patient. It's showing up. Just be patient, Sag. The 8 of Cups is telling me that the reason it's showing up is because you just won't settle. I think you keep making the phone call. Did you make the decision? Did you make the decision? I feel like you're being really persistent, but I also feel like you're detaching from it. And that's really when things start to flow in, right? These fish, I was showing you, these fish in water. That's when things begin to flow, is when you detach from the outcome and you leave it to the universe. That's when things start to get into alignment. So I feel like maybe that this detachment is exactly what you need, because I feel like it's been pressure on you waiting for this. It's like everything depends on the answer that you get, I want to say. I feel like your intuition is telling you that it's going to be okay, that it's just a period of waiting, and you just need to be patient, that you've already thrown your seeds of intention, you've done as much as you can do, and now you just have to wait for the answer. I feel like the answer does benefit you because of your detachment here. I think you already know if this is for you. You already know that if you have made a request for money, I feel like you are going to receive it, is really what the bottom line is. But it's taken a while, right? The Knight of Pentacles is here. It's taken a while, so I feel like you're just supposed to be practical, be patient. You know, it's got to go through whatever cycle it needs to go through in order for it to make its way back to you. But I feel like you will receive it. So there is some money coming in for you if you've been waiting on it. So we do have this not for you. We have awakening and we have past connection, past life connection. So awakening says a realization, a shift, or a discovery. And past life says someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. All right, tell me what's going on here. It's very confusing. Tell me what's going on here. So there's incoming energy here. Things are about to speed up, or there's incoming energy. Feels like it could be emotional energy. We have the 10 of Cups. It's going to make you very happy. We've got the 4 of Swords. It's going to bring you stability of the mind. The 2 of Cups is here. Got the 2 of Cups twice here. I'm just saying, in this place of hidden motivations, right? And then we got it with this love energy here. Got the Queen of Wands that's showing up again. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Page of Cups is here. It's something brand new, my friend. It's going to surprise you. I don't think you're going to be expecting it. We've got the King of Wands again. Look, we have the King and the Queen of Wands here again. I feel like there's something new that's starting up between you and a divine counterpart. I feel like somebody wants to take you out, ask you out. Are you going to be at the social function? I want to see you when you're there. And I think that's where things have a turnaround. When you finally see them face to face, that's where we start planning for the future. That's what it looks like here. We start to realize that somebody starts to realize that maybe you really are their person. So I think for some of you, clear as day, it says here, not for you. Some of you are just going to turn it down, because I feel like this past life connection is somebody who is, for some of you, somebody you've already seen in the 3D. For those of you who this is a new person, but is a past life connection, like this feels like a new person, and it feels like this Queen and the King are to do with both of these things here. So it does feel like for some of you, if this is a new connection, that you have such a connection with this person that you feel this has got to be a past life connection. I feel like you're awakening to that. And that's why things are moving forward. I feel like whatever energy is incoming, it could be messages that you're receiving in the month of April, but it feels like it's very positive incoming energy, because the 10 of Cups is here. And so it's going to make you incredibly emotionally happy. It's going to stabilize this 2 of Cups energy that you've been in. So I feel like somebody is reaching out for you, reaching out to you. You can see that this person is reaching out for the other person. It feels like somebody is reaching out to you, and that's going to give you peace of mind. It's going to give you stability of the mind, like, oh, so this person really is attracted to me. This person really does want to spend time with me. I feel like you're in the most attractive energy right now, Sag. This is your energy, right? This is Sagittarius energy. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So for some of you, you are single, but I think really what the Nine of Pentacles is saying is that you have built yourself up to here all by yourself. Somebody sees that you're really doing well, succeeding, that you're looking great on the outside, really taking care of yourself on the outside, taking care of yourself on the inside, that you don't really need them, that you're very independent in your life. And when you disconnect or detach, that's when things start to show up. And so I feel like you're in this, you figure this out. I feel in the month of April that when I detach from the outcome, that's when things start to show up. That's when things begin to expand. When I retreat, things begin to expand. I feel like that's what you're going to be figuring out. And so there is time for a nap. I feel it is time for you to just lay down and let the universe take care of it, because I feel like what you need is going to be served up. I feel like for some of you, there is somebody here that you don't want to see. Somebody who is going to show up, and you don't care if they've had an awakening. You don't care if they're a past life connection, because I feel like you've already done a round with them, like in this life. And I feel like it hasn't worked out. Maybe they're immature. Maybe they're a person who just likes fire. And maybe I feel like you're going to speak up to that person and say, look, I'm just not into it. I told you that before. I don't know why you're back, but I feel like for others of you, it feels like this is a brand new connection here with this Page of Cups. And I feel like this person is going to ask you out. So I think you already know this person. You've seen them in the 3D, but I feel like you've only had bits and pieces of time with them. And so maybe you meet them when they're in a social group with you, or it feels like you haven't really had a whole lot of time to actually sit down face to face and have like a deep conversation. But I feel like that is about to be what happens here, because somebody's having an awakening that you are their past life connection. That's what it feels like. Sag, I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I hope all of this for you. And I'm going to be back, because I'm always back. You guys know that I am. If you're here, I'm here. Love you guys. Bye.